Big question, my people. Do you support Jamaica cutting ties with Cuba? Comment yes or no in the comment section. Drop 1,000 likes on this video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel, my people. Guide on Saturdays. Continue. This to this.
I see some videos circulate, people. I mean, I not see no news. I not see nothing official on the news. Because I not really watch news about Donald Trump want all Caribbean to cut all ties from the Cuban healthcare system. And if so be the case, I just want to say, watcha, this is not something easy. If so be the case, then how many years nobody make nice, because this is not something simple if you look for, you know. Not because I'm not going to hear say, watcha, oh, it's about visa.
It's way more serious than we think, yeah?
Visa. This is more than just a visa. But take a look at this. The Cuban and the Jamaican government have a very good relationship. If it wasn't for the Cuban in the Jamaica, we don't know how Jamaican healthcare would have managed. And to see these doctor leave right now,
do you support the move?
Doctor for ourselves,
comment inside of the comment section.
Majority of them take with themselves gone for better because they wasn't being paid. So for the Jamaican government to pack up these people and send them home, you can't imagine the catastrophe that they're gonna put the Jamaican healthcare system in. You can't imagine, people. On the other hand, Jamaica can't turn them back in the condition and the position that we are in right now. And cannot turn them back on the USA. Cannot. So, what is it going to be? This is not simple, people. As much as you may not hear nothing go on and nothing talk, if this is true, it is serious. Because Jamaica, I know Jamaica go do. Jamaica go cut ties with Cuban for true, and
drop
they're
like
gonna
on the
have
video,
to
everybody.
employ
Share the video.
overseas doctor, which is gonna cost millions, where we don't have. So I think this is something that all of us Jamaicans supposed to sit down and contemplate, and because all of us make prime minister, you know. So one can sit down there and lay back. Yeah? Some things are gonna start happen, because I think that brother here with them put in Donald Trump a play. You think him a play? A long time them a talk about this cut ties with the Cuban from long before him. But we never take it that serious. But this man come in power right now, this man serious about everything he might do. So now when I have a man to deal with like this, I may talk about prime minister, I better know what I do. And Jamaican people want to start the things for themselves. You understand me? Especially the farming industry. We need more farmer. We need the agricultural minister to establish and implement things and ways where people can farm and bully land there, Jamaica, yo. We can't feed ourselves. We can't do nothing. We can't close ourselves. We totally depend on the US and China and them people there. Until we can't fend for ourselves, then
alright, so now that we get that out of the way, everybody, we are going to reason upon this again. Because listen, Donald Trump a come to Jamaica. The United States is heading here. Yes, them a come. I'm soon going to full details upon that. But let's look at the risk of what is going to happen. Andrew Holness is left with a very tough decision. You understand what I say? Facts. Now, I want you to look at things from both sides of the fence. Okay? And tell me if you support the move. Andrew Holness cut ties with Cuba. Jamaica cutting ties from Cuba. Because already people are telling him say he must sell out. As a matter of fact, the recent stance on the Barbadian president, she chose to choose the side of Cuba. They are now saying that the silence of Prime Minister Andrew Holness on this matter is making him spineless. As me say in simplest terms, a sellout. Okay? Simple. Now, if you choose whatever your choice is, you stand for risk this. Now, if Prime Minister Andrew Holness chooses the United States over Cuba, of course, that means that our healthcare will be cut off from Cuba. Yeah? And he must go pack up all the nurses and the doctors and send them back home. Alright? Because him choose the United States. That is the consequence of him choosing the side of the US. But it gets more severe than that. Because if he chooses Cuba, then that means his right to the United States, all traveling rights, and even as far as ambassadors from Jamaica to the United States will be immediately deported and removed from the United States, and we will be stripped away of all the rights and everything illustrious that we have garnered in a successful relationship with the United States. Basically, we're going to lose a whole heap of money. Is what will happen if him choose to side with Cuba. No, Cuba has done many wonderful things for Jamaica. Many. Even now, it's unparalleled how their health organization is this excellent. And Jamaica has benefited heavily from them, including the times of the BC, the Big C, where we were more vulnerable and desperate. And Cuba lent us a hand, and it worked very well. Okay? For the United States, very much everything, trade, money, Jamaica relies heavily on the United States. So do you support if him cut ties with the US? It is not a simple move. Anyway, drop a like on the video, my people, and share the video, because this is something that all Jamaican people need to hear about. Because if Jamaica side with Cuba, then that means, it is an immediate block and banning of the Prime Minister and his ambassadors to the United States. It is very serious. Anyway, now, as I said before, the United States Secretary of State is to meet with the Jamaican government by next week. Drop a like on the video and share the video. All our Jamaican people need to hear this. Okay? He has been given a choice because of the sanctions that are being placed on the United States, well, allegedly from the United States to Cuba. President Trump is demanding that all Caribbean islands cut ties with Cuba. As I'm telling you, Barbados not choose it. They choose Cuba. And the Prime Minister over there, the President, is saying that they are willing to wager their United States passport. So that is what it's going to cost you. It is way more than visa, trust me. Anyway, they might come next week. Let's get into it. The United States Secretary of State Marco Rubio is set to visit Jamaica in the next coming days and weeks after threatening visa revocations for CARICOM state that failed to end their medical program, the Cuban medical program. If Jamaica stay, we can't go foreign. United States, that is. If we don't end it with them are going to lock the door upon wait. Which side do you pick? Andrew Holness silent. We need you on this matter. Anyway, the Gleaner source with the Washington embassy confirmed Rubio's visit but declined to comment further, noting that they were not authorized to speak on the matter. Anyway, the source did say, however, that Rubio is expected to meet with Prime Minister Andrew Holness and the Minister of National Security, Dr. Horace Chang, and Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith, among the other government officials. Now, the U.S. Department of State did not immediately respond to the Gleaner queries about the visit. On only Thursday, Johnson-Smith asserted that the Jamaica's Cuban Medical Corporation program is not an example of trafficking amid the U.S. visa revocations on officials from countries that engage Cuban healthcare workers. And enough of them, they are Jamaica too. Anyway, Johnson-Smith said a review of the program was initiated before the international scrutiny emerged, and the improvements are being made to its administration. Jamaica's partnership with Cuba in healthcare dates back to 1976, and it has provided critical support for local public health facilities through agreements upheld by successive administration. Given the MOU, the Memorandum of Understanding, last year, we had already begun a review process before the international concerns were raised, Johnson-Smith said in a statement issued Thursday. Jamaican people, drop a like on the video as much as you can, and comment and tell me as much as you can if you support the move. We doom if we pick the wrong side. Any side we pick, we lose. We doom. That's all me I tell you. More to come. Stay tuned. Don't go away. Guidance Saturdays continues.